You always want to get a true reflection of what history is.
In the tiny town of Slocum, Texas, a long-forgotten tragedy was finally laid to rest. Starting on the morning of July 29, 1910, an angry mob of white men murdered an unknown number of African Americans across the entirety of Anderson County. On January 16, 2016, a Texas historical marker acknowledging this event was unveiled.
I just never thought this day was going to come because my dad, my uncle had their request denied, and E.R. Bills and I faced a lot of adversity along the way to make this day happen.
We are members of the Houston County Historical Commission, and some of the ancestors that was involved in that, I know. So we are just happy to be here today.
You don't want to get the rosy parts, you want to get all the parts. So what this symbolizes is our true history. So now everyone feels like their story is heard and is included, and it's a very important history.
Well, we were born and raised here, and we're just amazed to learn this history because we didn't even realize it until a couple of years ago. Hollie and I were raised close together. Her family didn't know about it, and ours didn't either. And we live 30 miles from here. How did they keep it so secret? How did we miss it?
And then to just have the support, it was overwhelming. I thought just the first couple of rows would be filled, but it was standing room only today. And that let me know that our supporters outweigh those who are against the Remember Slocum movement.
Constance isn't finished with the Slocum Massacre either. There's a screenplay in the works, as well as a desire to find the mass grave that the victims were buried in, and hope for a scholarship fund could be used by descendants of those who were displaced by this event.
For whatever reason caused it to happen, it's still history, and it needs to be preserved and acknowledged and honored.
I'm proud to be paying respect to those who died in the massacre, and for me, on a personal note, that marker is just a reflection of the legacy that my great-great-grandfather left me, and that was that of tenacity, stick-with-itness. And I stuck with it, and it happened.
And to quote the 82nd Texas legislature who approved this historical marker, "Only by shining a light on previous injustices can we learn from them and move toward a future of greater healing and reconciliation."